Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to give you a tour of my Sylvanian family's town fair diorama. My goal for this diorama was for it to be super colorful and festive. I took my time with it and worked on it on and off for quite a few months and was very happy with the end result. It was so much fun. So just to show you towards the beginning, this is how it started with some coffee tables pushed together and bridging boards. I used the same green fabric that I used in my Fairyland video for the grass. And then I started playing around and adding different buildings. I also added the Sylvanian cobblestone plates in the center to make a town square next to the marquee with a blue and white striped roof. The large sky backdrop went up more towards the middle of the creation of the diorama after all of the buildings and a lot of the accessories in the outside of the buildings in the back were put up. It completely blocked the couch in back of it, which nobody could sit on for months. But at least my white leather chair to the right was still open and my father could still sit there whenever he visited. We moved the bookcase up from the back wall and one end of the backdrop is clamped to the bookcase. And then I have a floor lamp in the middle behind the backdrop for support. And then I used a beam that was taped to the leg of a side table to support the right side of the backdrop. So in this tour, I'll tell you a little bit about what the critters are doing and some information about some of the buildings and sets used. It's best to start at the front here where the ticket booth is. We have a fennec fox running the ticket booth and the two bears are buying tickets. The ticket booth comes from the Ferris wheel baby play park set in the collection, which I'll be showing soon. And I just printed out a sign and stuck it on top. But the babies 2 and under get in for free. And they get to feel all special and ride in on the toy train. And then we have a little critter squirrel there all dressed up for the train station that greets all of the babies and lets them through. His outfit is just so adorable and I love his little hat, but he's one of the critters that I got where the limbs do not move and that's pretty annoying, but I guess I could also exchange his clothes and put him on a different squirrel baby. Next, we move on to where the egg on spoon race is going on. These two critters holding the eggs on the spoon are from the school sports day set. This is an adorable little set that comes with classic little games to play, including sack race. We have the cottontail grandparents watching in the back, holding a churro and holding a fruity drink, and then additional eager spectators from the sunny rabbit to the chocolate Labrador with his cute little lollipop. I love the hamster figure and the baby sheep is just so adorable. The French bulldog is there with his whistle that comes from the school sports day set, and he is going to judge who wins the race. Next, we come to the Ferris wheel. So for this diorama, I wanted a very colorful Ferris wheel with primary colors, which they don't really have one the right size for what I needed in the Sylvanian collection. So this is actually a Peppa Pig Ferris wheel that I got from Walmart a few years ago. This is what it looked like originally, but I dressed it up a bit using some sparkly star stickers from the dollar store and washi tape there too. And then these other red dot stickers from the dollar store to dress up the spokes on the Ferris wheel. And then alternating with the spokes that have the red dots, I cut out sparkly blue washi tape and put them on the other spokes, and a couple of them have little red stars at the end too. And I think this ended up being a very classic looking Ferris wheel, perfect for the fair. And here I'm just showing you the baby Ferris wheel from the collection. And if I had used this, it's just not large enough and doesn't give you a wow factor for the amusement park. And this is the baby play park, an older piece in the Sylvanian collection, and it has these whimsical clouds coming out of it, and then another Ferris wheel that does turn around, but this is actually too big for what I was going for, so that is why I got the Peppa Pig Ferris wheel in the past, so that I could have a size that I wanted for my Sylvanians. Moving on, we have the Brightfield goat mother entering the Sylvanian kitchen. This is one of my very favorite buildings, and it has these beautiful bay windows on the side. Just even look at the delicate white flower etchings at the top of the windows that look like a lacy valance. Such lovely detail. To the side of the kitchen, the Frisian cow grandparents are at a picnic table enjoying a feast with creamy spinach and artichoke dip in a bread bowl. This is a beautiful handmade miniature that I bought. The Sylvanian kitchen was released in 2000 in Japan, and stacking perfectly on top of that is the Forest Cake Shop, released in 2001. This building comes with a gorgeous magenta roof, such a unique color, and one side has a wall and a window here saying Cake Shop, and then the other side is actually completely open. Inside of the cake shop is a large curved counter, and it looks great. One thing to be aware of, though, is that you can't move the counter anywhere you want in the store because the base of it is actually molded to the floor. Some of these fixed pieces is something I've noticed in a couple of the older buildings. Doesn't bother me for this, though. It's still a great shop. So outside of the cake shop, we have the Furbank squirrels and the Nettlefield goats watching the children on the Ferris wheel. I put a banner that I got from the dollar store above the door. Now, made to go with the Sylvanian kitchen is this set of stairs that is sold separately. And it is a great piece, matches perfectly with the kitchen, and then lines up perfectly with the Forest Cake Shop when it stacks on top of the kitchen. It uses the same mold used for these stairs that go with one of the vintage bakeries. And there's some houses that stack perfectly on top of the Sylvanian kitchen as well, and the stairs line up with them too. So if you look over, right below the town fair sign is the Orchard Cottage with the bright red roof that can go on top of the kitchen. This house comes in different colors, including Rose Cottage and Brambles Cottage, and a version with a greenish turquoise roof that looks very nice on top of the Sylvanian kitchen. Moving on, I've removed the Ferris wheel, and the red squirrel was running the Ferris wheel. And then we have a hopper kangaroo, and he just got some popcorn. Then we have the raccoon father with his cup of coffee who runs the other amusement park rides. And the guinea pig mother is watching her little baby on the teacup ride. And now you're gonna see the raccoon drop his coffee. This is the very pretty older popcorn cart in the collection. Then we have the Meadows Mouse chatting with the sea otter mom, who rarely gets out with her new baby now, but she made sure to attend the town fair. This brings us to our next set of buildings. The building on the bottom is called Sunny Room in the Forest. It's a beautiful building and spacious inside, good amount of playroom. It comes with that set of stairs right there in front of the door, and the dark green roof is a beautiful color as well. And there are a lot of different buildings, older buildings in the collection that can stack on top of the roof. This building uses the same mold as the second floor building in Bramble's department store. It was a release in Japan, and it only comes with a set of stairs out in the front. It doesn't come with any other furniture. It's definitely a favorite building of mine. Next, we come to the photo studio that was released in the early 2000s in Japan, and I read somewhere that it had a very limited release in the UK. Now, I got this building at a fantastic price of $35. It was described as damaged, but it really isn't. The facade is in perfect condition. There are just minor scratches on the window pane, which I can barely see, and it came with all the accessories except for the scenic backdrop panels for the photo studio, which I can easily find a substitute for. I really like the earth tone color of this building, and I plan to use it in either a Spanish-inspired or Italian-Mediterranean-inspired villa. Back at the ticket booth, we have the mother bear buying tickets for herself and her daughter, and I just love this purse that she has. It comes in different colors in the collection, but I really like this brown one. I think it's a unique version. Then we come to our first game, the Sylvanian Hook-a-Duck Carousel. It's such a perfect size and a cute little set, and even the sign is so cute with a duck on top and saying prizes every time. I printed out all these little signs you see here, like this concessions one, using my color printer, and they were spattered throughout the diorama, and I think they really add to the whole scene. And the Sandy cat is the one that comes with the Sylvanian ice cream shop in a pretty summery dress. Here we come to our first toy shop in the town fair, which is run by the Forester dog father, and the Sea Breeze rabbit boy is admiring stickers. I love how this toy cart is shaped like a train with a sign looking like a cloud of smoke coming from the train. So I filled the toy cart with lots of toys, and I also filled it with some stickers. I had a pack of all different sizes of stickers, and I took the tiniest ones and thought that they would be perfect for the critters. They're so cute with little chicks and worms and carrots, and I put them on small pieces of paper, and now the Sylvanians can buy stickers, which is so exciting because I love stickers too. Next we come to the recently released freshly made hamburger wagon set, and all the burgers and fries and drinks are laid out for the Shibu Inu family to enjoy. And I put a field mouse father in the back running the hamburger stand. Here we have a Snow Warren boy carrying his popcorn, and the merry-go-round, so cute, with the Snow Warren grandparents watching their little grandchild. Next, I took the Critter Crepe Shop and turned it into a knock-'em-down game stand. The Meadows Mouse father is in charge of this stand, and there are 2 windows where you can play and throw balls to knock down either stacked milk bottles or canned goods. And then there are toys and cupcakes that are displayed in the center as prizes that can be won. On the back street, the curly ear cat family is there. They're so cute with a little baby. He's so excited, and his parents are swinging him between themselves. They live in the house behind them, and they're going to enjoy the fair for the day, and the little one feels so dapper in his handsome clothes. Now, he has been suspended like that between his parents for well over 2 months now, so I'm not looking forward to seeing what mark is left on the flocking, but you know, I buy my critters to play with, so this scene was well worth it. Next, we have the Urban Life Range Ivory dog family, and the little baby looks adorable in his carriage, and I put the parents sitting there enjoying dessert at the white version of the tea and treats table set. And this white table and chairs set came from the 35th anniversary celebration set that I featured as an unboxing in a different video. Now, I bought this gray fabric you see here with plans to use it in a more medieval setting for a stone ground, but I folded it over so I can make a sidewalk for my town fair. And I love looking at the street scene from this view. This grand mansion with a blue door and roof was released in the UK in 2002, and I first used it in my vintage orphanage video. Mrs. Bassett works in the grand mansion, and she's almost done for the day, and she's waving to her friend Heloise Hedgehog across town. They're gonna meet up later at the town fair. Then we have some action on the street scene with the pig and hamsters riding their bicycles with their little babies in the basket, and the koala has just left the bakery. The red panda mother is walking around with a basket of flowers, and then we have the hedgehog on his pizza bike. And on top of the bakery, we have the chicken family that's not from Sylvanian families, but from the forest families. The little one is so curious, and he's looking at the action going on the street. And the orchard cottage with the red roof is stacked on top of the bakery. I love these banners that I made using very vibrant vellum paper, which is a little transparent. And I just glued them to string I got from the dollar store, and they're so colorful. They really make it look like a town fair. I used the same paper to make a kite that I used in my last video. In my last video, it was also fun to finally use my Playmobil Mount Olympus set. And to create my little critter devil mole, I just cut out the devil horns from red felt. Now, nothing felt more magical than sitting on the floor at eye level with a diorama. It makes the critter world really come to life. I love this tug-of-war scene in the front where we have a fisher cat who's judging the tug-of-war, and I just took some craft paper that looked like water to separate the two plots of land between the two teams. And then one team here is anchored by the large honey bear, and then we have the pig father and a brown dog from an Easy Buy brown dog family, and then a little dormouse brother and a thistlehorn sister. This is the mother figure from the Easy Buy brown dog family, and this is not a commonly seen family, but they're really cute figures. The other team is anchored by the Timbertop brown bear, and then we have a Dappledon father, a Hawthorn white mouse father, and a brother little red squirrel, and a Woodbrook beaver sister. I made these plots of land by carving XPS foam and painting the dirt brown there, covering it with grass craft paper, and I just wanted this to be a movable scene. So now I've removed the tug-of-war and we could get a closer look at the spectators. I'm actually deconstructing this diorama as I film the tour because I have another large diorama being made in the next room and I just have to move on. I just love how the spectator scene turned out. All the critters look so engaged in the tug-of-war. They're a really fun group. The spectators on the other side of the tug-of-war are really cute too. I love the ginger cat boy there holding his ice cream. And then we have the Corntops, father and son, and the father is holding his hot dog. And then the cute little bulldog boy is holding his slice of pizza. The Renard fox baby, Waters beaver, and the Huckleberry hound looks so cute up there in the front, and then that is the daughter from the Easy Buy family. And then we have the Forester dog brother and his little sister, the little baby Forester, who's so adorable with her lollipop. And then standing in the back was the wildflower rabbit father, dressed as a farmer in beautiful clothes that this family comes with. And I love the white tip to his ears and his soft pinkish color. Okay, so now I've peeled back more layers where we get to the center of the town fair and have cobblestone here surrounding a marquee, and we have the baking contest going on. The Keats cat father is the judge with fork in hand, ready to taste the slices of cake that have been cut. The Dormouse father is looking on with his chocolate-dipped waffle dessert. And then we have Strawberry Shortcake from the next village over, rushing in last minute with her berry-topped dessert. She's very, very nervous about being late, and after seeing all of the other berry desserts that are her competition. Next to her is Raspberry Tart from the Strawberry Shortcake village with her berry dessert. The Van Dyke Otter mother is standing in the back nervously, and the Corgi mother is there too, eagerly awaiting the results because they both have desserts in the contest. And just look at this adorable blueberry tart or pie with whipped cream. It's from one of the Sylvanian capsule toys. The next table over has more desserts for the baking contest, and the second one from the left is from the Critter collection with a little house on top. And then we have Crepe Suzette from Strawberry Shortcake's village. She's standing there with her dessert all excited. And then the Raccoon grandmother is looking on with her dessert in front of her. And then here we have Purple Pieman there to the right. He's from Strawberry Shortcake Village too, and he's quite confident that his dessert is going to win. He also sabotaged Strawberry Shortcake by replacing her sugar container with salt. She's going to be very, very upset. I would love to incorporate more of my Strawberry Shortcake minifigures into a fruit-themed Sylvanian village. Next, we come to the marquee, and we have some performances going on there with a critter audience gathered around the celebration band. On the left, we have the dear mother running the raffle ticket table, and she's there speaking to the wattle penguin father. To enter the raffle, the critters have to guess how many gumballs are in that large jar, and then they take the slips of paper and they fill out their guess and their name, and the slips of paper are put into the bread box, which is just turned over onto the table there to hold the raffle tickets. And there are plenty of pencils for them to fill out the tickets. And there are plenty of drawings and prizes for many of the critters to enjoy. So let's check out what's available on the prize table. First, you can see different signs on the wall advertising the prizes and the baking contest. On this table, the critters can choose from a vase of flowers, cookware, a decorative bottle there in green with the white flowers from the interior shop, a jack-in-the-box, a beautiful pink dish, and several different books. In the next corner, we have more posters advertising the baking contest and the prize table, and more prizes to win in the raffle. All the critter kids have their heart set on winning the drum set. Other prizes include a harmonica, a watercolor paint set, picture books including Rip Van Winkle, a toy train, binoculars, a lantern, and a fishing pole in the corner. Okay, so now the marquee has been removed and we get a closer look at the action going on the street behind. Over here we have two vintage village stores because over the years I've collected two, but they look great stacked on top of each other, so it's kind of nice to have them both. And then just below them is the Tommy Harvester restaurant. I got this 2 years ago from the UK. Such a beautiful building with the dark green trim against the striking white and dark brown doors. The Buttercup cow looks so cute coming out of the restaurant in her bright yellow dress, and a cow figure is what normally comes with the ice cream bicycle cart here, but I mixed it up and put a bunny riding the cart. And then we have Nanny Timbertop in her sweet red shawl, and she looks so precious strolling the little baby marmalade bear. The planters I have here in front of the Harvester restaurant are from a vintage garden set, and I think they look great matching with the restaurant. This is a street in town for pedestrians, bicycles, and motorbikes only, no cars. And I took gray craft paper and taped a whole bunch of sheets together and drew out all of the bricks. At the time, it felt like the most endless project to do. Up here, I drew the town fair sign, and I'm really pleased with how the lettering turned out. And our koala carpenter is up on the roof, making sure the sign is hanging securely. And then we come to all of the hot air balloons floating around the town fair. So much fun, although they look better when the glare isn't falling upon the backdrop. Here's a close-up of a little critter bunny in a balloon and the walnut squirrel girl. And the balloons are simply stickers, and I didn't even have to embellish them. They're very beautiful, and they already came very colorful and with all the jewels on them. And then I just cut out a picture of an appropriate sized critter from one of the Sylvanian magazines and tucked them into the baskets. Actually, I photocopied the picture first and then cut out the copy, but there was a little panda, and here's a maple cat. Now we are to the right of the marquee, and we have the pie eating contest. And I think this is just so cute. We have the wildflower mother who is watching over the babies at the pie eating contest, and she has a sweet dress. And then we have 3 babies here, and they have their hands behind their back and they're leaning over, very eager to start the contest. But our little cat got a false start, and you can actually see that she has whipped cream under her nose there around her mouth. So let's keep peeling back the layers, and we will come to the Renard foxes at their table. And the mother has just arrived, and she's carrying her ice cream. And then Father Renard with his daughter are seated at this lovely critter picnic table, and he has ice cream and cherries in his waffle bowl, and she has chocolate ice cream with strawberries in her bowl. And there is strawberry sauce there and some napkins on the table. Here we have a game table. This piece is from the Blooming Flower Shop, and then I just put a sign on it. The 3 bowls are from the Sylvanian Stew Shop, and this is supposed to be the vintage shell game. So you shuffle the ball under the bowls and the critters have to guess where the ball is. Off to the side we have another sign pointing you in the direction where you can get drinks. And then a barbecue was going on right here, and this was right next to the Tug-of-war. And then we have the latte cats, a father and a little baby, and he has his cup of latte, and the baby has a little carton of fries around their neck from the hamburger bike. Now I love the hot dog stand, so what I did here is I took the hot dog sign from the hot dog van, and I put that on top of 2 of the stands from the donut shops. So here's a quick look at the hot dog van, and then when I take off the sign underneath, I have 2 of the donut shops from the collection. One has a pink striped awning and one has an orange striped awning. And then we have hot dogs lined up, ready to go, pretzels, waffle fries, and all sorts of other fries. The ones on the top that are wrapped in newspaper are from the fish and chips fan set. And then I took the hot dog stand from the vintage food court and lined up some condiments, napkins, utensils, salt, and pepper. On the back of the stand, I had some trays stacked up. And there was also another table with trays. Next, we come to a bunch of the sweet stands. In front, we have 2 girls enjoying their cotton candy, and behind them is the sheep running the candy floss stand with her bicycle. Then we have the Fisher cat daughter with her ice cream, and the Fielding mouse daughter buying something from the ice cream cart. The Wattle penguin mother runs the ice cream cart, and I have 3 versions of the ice cream cart in the Sylvanian collection, and this is a more vibrant turquoise blue one. There's a lighter blue one that I used in my chocolatier shop video, and then there's a yellow one as well, which I haven't used, and I might turn it into an Italian ice or fruit cart. Next, we come to the ring toss game run by Hamilton Hamster. And the Hopper kangaroo daughter was going to do the ring toss, and I moved her to the side. And I transformed the Sylvanian family sweet store into the ring toss game with a prizes sign at the top and then the ring toss sign on the counter. Taking a closer look, the pink cabinet that I have in the sweet store is something I got from the dollar store. There are 2 versions of it, one that comes with 4 miniature cats and one that comes with 4 miniature dog figures. And I just filled it and surrounded it with prizes that the critters can pick out after winning a game. There are a lot of Sylvanian toys in there, and then the bigger teddy bears and rabbits that are different colors are from the craft store. And I think the counter transformation is cute with a ring toss sign and then all these different colored bottles from the Sylvanian collection to throw the rings around. On the street, we have the latte cat on his hamburger delivery bike, the floater seal mother on her bicycle with her little baby in the basket looking on curiously at the fair. I made the conductor a postman who's talking to policeman P.C. Roberts. Then from the 35th anniversary celebration Chocolate Rabbit family, we have an older sister towing her 3 adorable little baby sisters in a carriage. In the back, we have the latte cat mother with a shopping bag coming out of the Light Up Your Life candle and gift shop. I made this sign and put it on the Village Boutique building. I hope to make a little gift shop in the future. On top of this building, we have the Country Manor and the Chihuahua mother looking out at the fair. And what a fun town! We have a barbecue and some picnic tables set up on the rooftop. The Chantilly cat is barbecuing and loving his view of the fair. Enjoying a hamburger and hot dog at the picnic table, we have one version of the Bulrush Frog family. This is a version released by Flair in the UK in 2001. On the left is the version of the Bulrush Frog family released in the early 90s, dressed in yellow urban life type clothing. Their flocking is a little lighter with a more yellow undertone to it compared to the Flair release on the right, which has darker flocking and a more blue undertone to the green. Here, the Badger grandparents have stepped away from their table to enjoy the rooftop view of the fair. Next, we have Bramble's department store with Bramble's cottage stacked on top. The middle building is the one that has the same mold as Sunny Room in the forest building that I showed earlier. More critters looking out the windows. The department store has this cute little display with flower pots and these two little minifigures from, I think, a capsule toy years ago. These figures are so cute with a mother in a bent down pose, reaching out to pick up her little baby that has a garland of flowers around its crown, and then outstretched arms to go to its mama. Next, we have the Wilder Panda family, and the parents are enjoying some appetizers outside of the department store, and the children are there so eagerly and excitedly telling them about all the toys that they found in the department store that they want their parents to buy for them. This little bear has a freshly baked pie to bring to the picnic table. There's a little sign on the right pointing to where the restrooms are. And I'm using a shed from the collection as an outhouse. The Fielding Mouse mother and the Red Panda father and daughter are enjoying more food at the picnic table. The Bear Grocer is in the background on the right. Next, we have two friends sharing a pizza at the Village Pizzeria. I named the Chocolate Labrador daughter Calliope, and I call her Callie for short. And then Heloise Hedgehog is waving to her friend across town. And then the Waters Beaver father is in heaven. He got an entire cheesy pizza for himself. The Chihuahua and Sheep father are relaxing with their slices of pizza and talking about their favorite books. This makes me want to have pizza for dinner tonight. Here we have the cute Marmalade Bear daughter with her lollipop, chatting it up with the Waters Beaver daughter. Then we come to the original Courtyard restaurant released in the UK, and on the balcony we have the Wild Boar family, and the father is exuberant there with his spoon in hand, about to enjoy their lovely dessert, which is a miniature that I picked up from the Sylvanian storekeeper's online shop. On the bottom floor, we have a shelf laid out with beautiful desserts, all from different Sylvanian accessory sets. I'm using the polar bear ice cream seller figures as the owners of the Courtyard restaurant. This drink fountain is from the Sylvanian family's Gourmet Buffet, a Japanese release from the early 2000s. I would love to create a large buffet restaurant for my critters. Down here we have the Elwood elephant father trying to rush the little cottontail bunny off to story time at the balloon maker cart. My Bunny in a Bucket video introduced the little cottontail baby named Edelweiss who lives with the Elwood elephant family. She has her little baby elephant doll in a stroller and she's trying to take it to story time. Next, we come to one of my favorite scenes of the diorama where we have a bunch of little critters enjoying their balloons and lollipops at the balloon maker toy cart. We have some baby critters seated there for story time. The balloons and lollipops make a festive, colorful scene. Enjoying their lollipops is the Ivory Bunny brother, so cute with his bent ear, next to the Cream Cat daughter. I chose the Fennec Fox father to be the balloon animal maker and to run the toy cart and story time because he's perfectly dressed in his happy red tie and his happy patterned pants. And I love the balloon animals. They look so great and it was so easy. They are simply stickers that I got from the dollar store about a year ago. This adorable ivory bunny is one of my favorite babies in my collection with its little bent ear, and she actually has a little smile on her face. She just loves her balloon. Back at the Courtyard restaurant, we have some more banner stickers from the dollar store as decoration. The Mace's Mouse grandparents are enjoying a meal together, as are the Champagne Rabbit mother and father, who are enjoying coffee and cappuccino with their desserts. And just look how cute these desserts are on the counter with a chocolate topping there being shaped like bunny ears. Now up on the balcony we have the monkeys, and the daughter is being so bad her mother has told her countless times not to climb on the railing. She's making cheerful conversation with the diners, but boy is she gonna get it when her mother turns around and catches her. So that brings us to the end of my town fair tour. Sorry this was a way too long video, but these videos also serve as a diary for myself to just remember all of the details that I put into this setup, which took me a long time to do. I hope you enjoyed how colorful it was, and maybe some of you even learned a little bit about the collection as well. Stay tuned for more setups mixing super vintage with super new buildings and whimsical themes.